guys, we're walking into a spot here, and it's hovering right around the high 40s to 50 degrees, but it's absolutely obnoxiously windy. So I'm trying to walk in a way where my scent isn't blowing to the spot, but it keeps swirling. But I'm kind of keeping my eyes open as I'm walking in, because this is the kind of weather that you can get super close to deer on. Well guys, I found a spot to climb up tonight. I'm gonna climb this red oak here. But this area in here is a really thick bench, and there's deer poop and deer beds everywhere in here. There was even a deer bed right where I'm standing at, but I only saw one deer take off running. So the wind's blowing straight up the mountain. So I'm gonna face downhill, and hopefully they just walk this bench down below me and they kind of are crosswind from me. But we'll see. I really don't know what they're feeding on down in here. I haven't had time to scout or nothing, but there was a deer laying down here and a pile of deer beds and deer poop. So it's about 3:30. I'm gonna get up this tree as fast as I can and sit till dark. I've got a heck of a hike out of here. I gotta climb up the mountain 2 benches, because I went to the first bench. I didn't like the way it looked, so I pushed down here deeper, and I like the way this looks. But yeah, it's gonna be a nightmare getting out of here tonight. I'm sure you guys can hear that wind ripping, but we got in here. I bumped one deer, like I said, coming in. There's a pile of deer poop in bed, so this is definitely a bedding area. So I pretty much just climbed right in the bedroom at 3 in the afternoon. But yeah, let's see if anything moves through here this evening. I got a couple hours here, and I'm just gonna try to stay warm, because this wind's gonna want to cut right through me the whole time. I just had a small 8-point read to script perfectly. He came right in here to 20 yards, but just not quite what I'm looking for this early. But he's got me shook up because I'm freezing as it is, and that little bit of adrenaline it's got me shook up. I practiced drawing on him a couple times, and I could have smoked him twice. But yeah, that was really cool. Well, guys, that ended up being a pretty good set. I heard a doe come in behind me up through the brush that I could only see with binoculars, so I couldn't get it on camera, but I had that herd of 5 that just come through below me there. I got on film. But yeah, a pile of does and a decent little 8-point. So I'm going to leave my sticks and platform in here, and I'm definitely coming back here in the morning. We'll see you guys then. Good morning, guys. It just now broke daylight, and I already had a doe and 2 fawns come running through. They were definitely trotting like they got pushed, but so I'm keeping my eyes that way. But anyway, I'm up here on the side of this mountain where I snuck up on those bucks that day, and one was a 6-point, one was a 10-point, and I didn't have an arrow knocked, and I didn't see the 10-point. But anyway, I got a good trail camera picture here this week of a buck cruising. So, yeah. I made the 20-minute boat ride and hiked up the side of this cliff and about died, but we're up here. So, I'm gonna probably do a little bit of calling today, and hopefully a buck comes working through here. when fawns came running back through. And a few minutes later, here come looked like a little 6-pointer or a little 8-point, not a shooter or anything. But I was following with the camera and everything. And I went to stop recording because I lost sight of them, and I wasn't recording the whole time. So that sucks, but I just had that little buck chasing, so that's something. I just wish I could have shown you guys. That doe and fawns came up really close. But the mama doe ended up getting up higher than me, and she caught my wind, and they kind of trotted off back down where they came from. It's about 10:30 now. I think I'm gonna climb down, and I won't be hunting tonight because I'm having my family over for dinner, but tomorrow morning we're going to be back somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we'll be back in a tree, and hopefully we can stick a buck. These early mornings are starting to wear me out. But either way, that was a good sit. I saw a good bit of deer.